Ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention? Please have your tickets in hand before you board the plane. Thank you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Johan Castell and you're watching Wings. On the show in this week's episode, preparations for the Maha Kumbh Mela in Prayagraj. Mumbai's Art Deco buildings being preserved by enthusiasts. New Year's Eve celebrations worldwide. And new travel trends for the year. Let's start. The Maha Kumbh Mela, the world's largest gathering of people, is about to kick off in Uttar Pradesh's Prayagraj. Let us tell you more about what it is and how it affects Prayagraj and nearby cities like Ayodhya and Varanasi. The Kumbh Mela is a massive spiritual gathering that takes place 4 times over a 12-year cycle in 4 different cities in India. Once every 12 years, a gigantic kumbh occurs in Prayagraj, called the Maha Kumbh. This event is from January 13 to February 26, and around 400 million people are expected for this year's mega event. The city of Prayagraj will be packed with people. Hotels will be full, roads will be congested, and accommodation prices will be soaring. After this mega event is over, there will be a spillover effect for nearby spiritual destinations, like Ayodhya and Varanasi in particular, that almost feel like an after-party to the Kumbh, as ghats are packed and saffron-robed saints and sadhus are everywhere. On the occasion of New Year's, Ayodhya and Varanasi saw an unprecedented rush of devotees, and officials had to impose restrictions to ensure public safety. One of the oldest cities in the world, Varanasi will see its ghats packed, and the daily Ganga Puja ceremonies will be busier than ever. This year's event is significantly bigger than previous years. In 2013, an estimated 120 million people attended the Maha Kumbh. In 2019, the figure rose to around 240 million people. With this year's Maha Kumbh expecting 400 million people. The government is investing heavily in infrastructure, health, security, and even beautification work to ensure this year's event is as grand and safe as possible. We are at the site in Prayagraj where they are preparing for the Kumbh Mela, and with an estimated 150,000 tents that will be set up on the riverbanks of the rivers meeting in Prayagraj, there are a lot of different things that needs to be taken into account. With infrastructure, everything from roads to power to sanitation, and of course, lighting. Evolving into a vibrant canvas of culture, art, and innovation, the Uttar Pradesh administration is leaving no stone unturned to create an unforgettable experience for millions of visitors. As part of the beautification initiative, around 67,000 LED streetlights and 2,000 solar hybrid lights are being installed across the site. Even the street walls of Prayagraj have turned into a vast canvas, with mythological artworks enhancing the city's landscape. Over 70 artists are working tirelessly to paint large murals across the city.
There are all kinds of paintings, including those of birds and animals, and ones that depict spirituality. Every theme is getting incorporated here for people so that they feel a different kind of attraction when they look at them.
When I spoke with one of the painters, I asked him what was the budget for this whole beautification drive across Prayagraj. He told me that it is over 50 crore Indian rupees, or about $5.8 million. He told me that there is no expense spared in making sure that this Kumbh Mela is a grand event.
With preparations like these, the city of Prayagraj is coming alive for the grand and divine event of Maha Kumbh 2025. Over to Mumbai, where rapid development has made a passionate group of heritage enthusiasts take on the responsibility of preserving its iconic Art Deco buildings. Let's see how.
A striking cinema with a roofline reminiscent of an ocean liner rises prominently in Mumbai, showcasing the city's remarkable Art Deco architectural heritage, a legacy campaigners say is at risk. Nearby, a state-run insurance office boasts towering Egyptian-style carvings, while a palm-lined promenade features pastel-hued apartments with porthole windows, curved balconies, and exotic motifs. While Miami's South Beach is famous for its Art Deco charm, Mumbai is believed to house one of the world's largest collections of Art Deco buildings. However, decades of neglect have led to demolitions and haphazard renovations, threatening this unique heritage. But what are the distinctive characteristics of Art Deco architecture?
It's represented through various features. Typically one is the method of construction. It's not made of stone, and then of course secondly, it's also got qualities such as streamlining, it's got decorative motifs, it has a flat roof, it has balconies, it has eyebrows or chhajjas as we know them, and there's a lot of tropical imagery, there are lots of beautiful window grills and metalwork. So in Mumbai, I think as you walk around, it's very easy to assimilate the style and understand how it is.
As Mumbai undergoes a $30 billion infrastructure transformation with new roads, railways, and bridges, preservationists worry the pace of development will further endanger these historic structures. In 2018, a cluster of Mumbai's Art Deco buildings, spanning offices, colleges, and residential complexes, earned UNESCO World Heritage status alongside the city's Victorian Gothic architecture, recognized for its distinct Indo-Deco style.
The resident associations which worked hard to get the World Heritage Site nomination have formed an NGO. Its only job is to be vigilant, to make sure you improve the area and you make sure the government doesn't try and do something wrong, so that we don't lose the tag.
Today, a small but dedicated group of architects, building owners, and conservationists work tirelessly to protect Mumbai's Art Deco character. Nayana Kathpalia, who recently restored her Art Deco home while preserving its original design, emphasizes the need for constant vigilance. Many building owners, however, prioritize redevelopment, favoring modern high-rises over preserving history, which conservationists argue erases the city's cultural identity.
So we went step by step and we restored this building and became like the first example of residents, landlords who live in the building coming together and getting professional like the Art Deco Mumbai Trust, which is an NGO, to help in how to restore the building.
Art Deco emerged in France before World War I, blending geometric patterns and sleek designs inspired by technology like airplanes and ocean liners. The style, a fusion of influences from Mayan to Japanese culture, captivated Indian architects in the 1920s and 1930s. Returning from Europe, they introduced the design to Mumbai, crafting homes and buildings for affluent business families, flourishing during the port city's economic boom. The Art Deco Mumbai organization has spearheaded efforts to document and conserve these structures. The group now also provides restoration guidance, though challenges persist. Strict rent control laws limit landlords' resources, and newer parts of the city lack awareness or interest in preserving the architectural style. As a result, many residents pass by Mumbai's vibrant tropical imagery, distinctive turrets, and bold typography without recognizing their cultural significance.
As the world ushered in 2025, countries around the globe celebrated the new year with dazzling festivities, from New Zealand to New York. Take a look.
Auckland led the charge into the new year with a spectacular fireworks display centered around the iconic Sky Tower. As the first major city to welcome 2025, the celebration was filled with energy as brilliant lights lit up the skyline and crowds gathered in joyous anticipation. Two hours after New Zealand, Australia's Sydney illuminated the sky with an extravagant New Year's Eve celebration, lighting up the night with an awe-inspiring fireworks display. The iconic Sydney Harbour Bridge and Opera House became the backdrop for this breathtaking show. More than 9 tons of fireworks dazzled the crowd, while drones and aerial platforms added a new dimension to the celebration.
It's the nicest city in the world right now. It's the spot to be, and we'll be the first to go to 2025. And I wish you a happy new year to everyone.
Mumbai, the financial capital of India, is a bustling metropolis known for its vibrant culture and towering skyline. On New Year's Eve, one of the city's most iconic spots, the Marine Drive Promenade, became a hub for revelers. As the clock struck midnight, the sky over the Arabian Sea lit up with dazzling fireworks, drawing thousands of Mumbaikars. With its stunning view of the sea and the glittering city skyline, Marine Drive offered the perfect setting for welcoming the new year, making it one of the favorite gathering places for locals and tourists alike. In Dubai, thousands gathered to witness a spectacular light show and fireworks at the Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building. The night was filled with joy as communities worldwide celebrated the beginning of 2025 with dazzling light shows and heartfelt embraces.
A lot of hopes for the coming year to be even better, to see my family happy, to be successful in what I do, and as usual, for the world to be more in peace.
Italy's ancient capital, Rome, joined in the festivities with a breathtaking display over the Colosseum. As fireworks burst into the night sky, people gathered around the Colosseum's walls, celebrating the dawn of a new year amidst Rome's historic beauty. In London, the iconic fireworks display along the River Thames marked the start of 2025 as Big Ben rang in midnight. Despite stormy weather in other parts of the UK, London's celebration drew visitors worldwide.
These New Year's Eve fireworks are the biggest in Europe. We've been working on this since July. We have 125,000 fireworks, a great lights display. We've had a crew working here since the 27th of December, night and day. I personally have overseen the soundtrack for tonight, and I think there's going to be a great fireworks display that Londoners on the embankment, more than 100,000. Those watching across the country and across the globe are going to really enjoy.
Across the Atlantic in South America, Rio de Janeiro's Copacabana beach became the heart of Brazil's celebrations. Thousands gathered along the shoreline, eagerly awaiting the striking moment when fireworks exploded over the ocean, marking the arrival of 2025 with a dazzling display. Rio welcomed the new year with the crowd's energy, and many wished for love, prosperity, and peace.
I hope that the seeds I planted in 2024 will bring harvests in 2025, good things, achievements, and positivity.
Finally, as the celebration wave reached the United States, New York City's Times Square became the global symbol of New Year's unity. Crowds packed the streets watching the famous ball drop, and fireworks lit up the skyline. The energy of millions filled the air as 2025 was welcomed with a wave of joy and cheers. From east to west, the world's New Year celebrations shared a common thread: hope, joy, and a shared vision for a prosperous 2025.
Next up is the latest news and updates for those looking for the best experiences worldwide. Take a look at our news deck. As we ring in the new year, cold plunge swimmers worldwide rushed into the sea for a cool dip to ring in the new year. In some places, this is an annual tradition that dates back centuries. Around 1,000 participants joined the traditional New Year's swim at Barcelona's Sant Sebastià beach. Organized by Club Natació Athletic Barceloneta, the event raised over 12,000 euros to support organizations tackling homelessness. Not just in Spain, but across several locations in France, hundreds take the traditional New Year's plunge. This is Argelès-sur-Mer in southern France, which kicked off 2025 with a refreshing swim in the Pyrénées-Orientales region. Lisbon welcomes 2025 with a traditional New Year's Day swim as locals dive into the chilly waters of the Portuguese capital's beaches. And for some participants, it's a way to cleanse negative energies and start the year fresh. Meanwhile, in Scotland, swimmers embrace the annual Looney Duke, diving into Edinburgh's Firth of Forth to welcome the new year. A tradition dating back to 1987. Across the pond in the United States, dozens join Boston's annual New Year's Day Polar Bear Swim, hosted by the L Street Brownies, the oldest swimming club in the US. Participants march with bagpipes, costumes, and swimsuits before plunging into the 4°C ocean waters to kick off the new year. Around the world, people celebrate and ring in the new year differently. Will you take a dip in freezing waters this January as well? As we look ahead to 2025, a new travel trend is taking shape, one that promises a more affordable, peaceful, and authentic experience. Holidaymakers are turning away from overcrowded tourist hotspots in favor of hidden gems. Let's explore how this shift is redefining how we travel this year. As we enter 2025, one of the most exciting travel trends to look forward to is a shift toward cheaper holidays, while offering unique and relaxing experiences. Travelers are moving away from crowded hotspots, opting for quieter, more affordable and just as captivating destinations. A travel trend report from Expedia's Unpack 25 survey found that 63% of travelers are now interested in exploring off-the-beaten-track destinations. They're looking for places that many people haven't discovered. This shift signals a new era of travel, where people seek solace in lesser visited locations, instead of the typical Paris or Rome. Some rising destinations in 2025 include Reims in France, Brescia in Italy, and Santa Barbara in California. These lesser-known spots offer an enriching experience without the crowds and high price tags of famous landmarks. But why are these places becoming the next big thing? According to experts, these lesser-known destinations are more affordable and relaxing. Travel prices have increased over the years, but detour destinations are often more economical. They offer superior experiences for less money, which travelers increasingly seek. Additionally, travelers are gravitating towards these destinations for more authentic experiences. Social media influencers also play a role in bringing attention to these hidden gems. Booking.com's 2025 travel predictions report highlights a growing desire for authentic, off-the-beaten-path experiences. 67% of travelers expressed interest in visiting less crowded destinations. Popular spots include Sanya in China, Tromsø in Norway, and Tins in France. Places that promise an escape from the chaos of over-touristed sites. Regarding costs, travelers from the UK can expect a slight dip in the price of holidays in 2025. The price of holiday packages, including flights, has dropped by around 11%. This reduction means that 2025 might be a perfect time to book a memorable yet budget-friendly getaway. 2025 is shaping up to be an exciting year for travelers seeking more affordable, peaceful and unique experiences. As travel shifts toward hidden destinations and smaller places, holidaymakers can expect a refreshing and more budget-friendly way to explore the world. It's time to embrace tranquility, authenticity and savings in this new year. That's all we have for you on the show in this week's Wings episode. We'll return next weekend with more travel content for you. Until then, it's me, Johan Castell, signing off. Goodbye.